The stories that make up Iowa's identity
For me, Iowa means peace, tranquility, supporting each other.
are your stories.
His will and determination to live a full life.
When I was at my lowest point in life, battling cancer, I cleared that driveway that you came up.
And Local 5 is there to celebrate them with you.
This is our family heritage. I look at that as kind of a unique legacy that we'll all leave.
Watch more of your stories on Local 5 News.
What I'm excited about with agriculture is that we're at this cusp of change.
From the green valleys of Northern California to the fertile soil of Iowa.
Well, our farm's about legacy. I'd like to take good care of our soils. I'd like to leave things intact better than I found them for the next generation.
And these seeds could do exactly that. They're so-called smart seeds, engineered in a lab.
It is essentially accelerating natural processes because we have better technology, kind of like software and hardware. Just the plants are the hardware in this case.
Interplant, a California company, created the seeds that tell farmers when their crops are in trouble, under attack by stress, disease, and bugs. It works by altering the seed DNA through genetic coding.
And that line of code then tells them when you're reacting to pressure or stress, start producing a new protein that then creates an optical signal.
That visible signal is the plant leaves glowing in the dark.
And we can see that optical signal from anywhere from satellites to drones to tractors in the field.
This would allow farmers to pinpoint where to treat bugs and fungi instead of spraying an entire field with pesticide.
They can increase their yields by eliminating all these stresses early, and they can also eliminate the unnecessary use of chemistry, right? You don't want to spray everywhere, you just want to spray where you need it.
Interplant co-founder and CEO Shelly Aronoff says West Coast technology could have a Midwest impact, benefiting people like Ben Rainshe.
Well, that's what we need to know.
He's a sixth-generation farmer, the owner and manager of Blue Diamond Farms. Rainshe's family immigrated from Germany and settled in northeast Iowa more than 150 years ago.
But I think they'd be proud because of the technology, because of the kind of equipment we have, it's possible to manage more, and they'd be glad that we stayed active and challenged and busy, that we looked for opportunities to grow and be a leader in what we do.
The idea of change excites Rainshe, who knows that he and his fellow farmers must adapt.
You don't have to forego using herbicide technology, which, responsibly used, is very effective. But what if we could use just a fraction of the amount of pesticide that we presently use? That's pretty exciting to me. This is one of our 2 storages that we have.
The small-town Iowan invited the big city scientists to his farm at Blue Diamond in Jessup after the two first met at an ag conference.
I wanted them to see how we grow a crop, and then with their own clean slate, decide what they could do with their technology to make it a better production system for us.
Success here could lead the way for a greener and more sustainable future.
How do you maximize the use of the land that's already used and arable for agriculture, but without essentially making it unusable for the future? All right, so it's how to increase yields, but how do you make soils more healthy, more resilient, so that we can continue to do this for more and more generations?
A new generation of farming where tradition embraces technology to produce more and feed more.
I have a little Iowa pride myself since I'm an Iowa farmer. I think I'd like to see my friends and neighbors lead this industry. I'd like to show the rest of the world that we can do things regeneratively, that we can do things beneficially, that we can take good care of our soil and water resources, and that we can feed the most people possible as affordably as possible.
A lasting Iowa farm legacy, preparing to plant seeds of innovation. Larissa Millis, Local 5 News.
Here in Madison County near Stewart, this guy behind me has been spinning pretty quickly today since 2005, and that means his blades are almost spent. That's because the average lifespan of a blade is around 20 years. Then the question becomes, where do you put those giant pieces of fiberglass?
Our solution was driven by the fact that we wanted to find a truly circular, recycled solution for renewable energy.
Enter Region Fiber, a subsidiary of Alliant Energy. Region Fiber takes the blades and turns them into usable products for
the concrete and asphalt industry and similar applications because it reduces carbon footprint all around.
The process, piloted at a facility right here in Des Moines. Alliant declined our request for an inside look at the facility. The best part about all of it, it's happening right here at home.
This is an Iowa process. This is homegrown. The folks that really came up with the research behind this are from Iowa.
All right, now stay with me for the numbers here. Jeff hopes to see 30,000 tons worth of blade materials recycled every year. That works out to being 3,000 blades worth of materials recycled annually. And since there's 3 blades on every turbine, that's 1,000 turbines worth of blades recycled annually.
I'm here at Waukee Schools where they have a really cool new AR technology to help kids learn how to weld in a safer and more budget-friendly way.
So we have a new technology now, which is an augmented reality welder that will allow the kids to virtually weld without sparks, without heat, and without the mess.
Now, Waukee says that this is going to help students be more prepared for vocational and or community college experience. But for now, they're just getting to work. And so will I. Lourdes Liam, Local 5 News.
It's installation day at Cyclone Sports Complex. The synthetic turf that was once on the Iowa State soccer field is being replaced with natural grass. The unique thing about this new grass is that it was grown on a sod farm at the Iowa State Horticulture Research Station just north of Ames. The collaboration between ISU Athletics and the Horticulture Department began back in 2020 when the field at Jack Trice Stadium was due for an upgrade.
It needed to be replaced. It had been 12 years, I think, at that time. And so the field manager at the time talked me into partnering together and growing it out here at the research station.
When choosing what grass to grow, there were several factors they took into consideration.
We look at varieties out here of grasses and we say, all right, these are more drought tolerant, more traffic tolerant, and so we kind of picked the best traffic tolerance as well as a dark green color so it would look good on the field. And then also we wanted something that greened up quickly in the spring.
They ended up going with Kentucky bluegrass, which is pretty popular for golf courses and sports fields. The trend of transitioning from synthetic to a natural playing surface had been growing long before this project even began.
It's much easier on athletes' bodies. It's easier on people that are standing on it and around it. Today's a perfect example of a day. It's going to be 90 degrees today. The synthetic turf would be somewhere in the 160 to 180 degrees to stand on, where natural grass is going to be around 80 or 90 degrees, so it's much cooler.
You look at the highest level, the FIFA World Cup, they will only play, the men's will, on natural grass. The NFL players also see the safety data, and so they're starting to request only natural grass fields.
The longevity of natural turf is another big selling point. They can last decades if maintained properly. The first batch of Iowa State's homegrown turf was installed at Jack Trice Stadium in May of 2022 and was ready to go by fall for football season. It was considered a success for both the athletics and horticulture departments.
We used it as a great outdoor lab and learning opportunity. That project worked out, so we regraded the area and seeded it and grew in the soccer field.
Thanks to the homegrown partnership between the two departments, players will have a new and improved natural playing field waiting for them once soccer season begins.
If they're thinking about the field when they're playing on it, then their head's in the wrong place, and that means that we haven't done our job. So we take a tremendous amount of pride knowing that we can give all of our athletes world-class service.
你好，非常高兴今天来到这里。
Hello, I'm very happy to be here today as well.
Alex Chin is the CEO and co-founder of Time Kettle, a device used to simultaneously translate conversations using earbuds. He says the company invented this product as a way for natural translations.
You need to just share one of the earbuds to someone, and then you can just speak. 过来的时候，我就在想，wow, the earbuds will automatically detect your sentence and translate for you.
Well, Iowa would be very, very happy to have you.
This amazing technology translates 40 languages and 93 accents, making its way from China to be used in Ottumwa, Iowa, where Director of Special Programs at Ottumwa Schools, Mike Steemsma, says it will help around 150 students during the process of learning English.
The earbuds were an idea that we had that we can put into students' ears, and it would translate in real time teachers' words into the native language for those students.
Ottumwa Schools currently has a team of 15 English language learner teachers. They purchased 70 Time Kettle earbuds for their students, being the first school in the country to use this technology on such a large scale.
The relationship's been outstanding because we've been working on a school-based way to provide the translation services.
With over 43 languages in Ottumwa being spoken a day, this tool here is going to do a lot for the community school. Loris Leon, Local 5 News, We Are Iowa.
本地5新闻，我们是爱荷华州。